That's that. There we go. Hey everybody, it's Mike Young with aPlantBasedDiet.org, and I'm here with good friend, actually longtime friend, kind of a couple of years at least, right? Lisa Wong from Center for Healing by Design. So welcome, Lisa.
Hi, Mike. Thank you for having me. Really
You're welcome.
excited to be with you.
Yeah, and we're in two totally different areas. I'm out in the forest in the woods here, and you are in Florida, and it looks like it with your background too.
Well, except that my background is not the real nature, and but your is, and you're just I was just saying how your background is so perfect that it looks unreal.
Yeah, well, the leaves have just finally fully leafed out here because we're up at 4,000 feet above sea level on a mountain ridge. So the lands that were lower were fully leafed out a couple of weeks back, but it's only within the last 7 days I'd say that we've got. So this is all fresh, brand new growth behind me, and all the ferns over here too on the ground. And I'm forest bathing, if you know what that is. That's basically what I'm.
Oh, I'm so jealous. In my mind, in my imagination, I'm breathing in the fresh air that you are. You're
Yeah,
breathing in oxygen and hydrogen and
yeah.
all the goodness
Look,
of nature.
does it look really green behind me? Super green.
Absolutely. You're like, you cannot be more green.
All right.
That is so.
Well, umbrella here, in case it starts raining, because I truly am outdoors. So we're going to interview regardless. So, well, let's folks a little background. I think you and I have known each other for probably, I'm thinking 3 years at least now. Is that right?
Yeah, 2022. I think it's been 2 years, about 2 years that we first met when I moved from California to Florida, and we started the Veg Fest. I speak at your Veg Fest, and you and Denise been creating for a couple of years, right? And it was so fun. Just so grateful for what you guys created to share
Yes.
the vegan message.
Yes, we were grateful for that time too. And of course, I may not have even met you if it wasn't for those events. And I could say the same about a lot of people that I met. But I think that you know as well that we don't do those festivals anymore. And the reason why is because we tried to elevate the food and we weren't able to do that. We tried as much as we knew how to try, and our decision at the end was to stop producing those festivals and to focus on only healthy vegan food, what we call healthy vegan food, right? So one of the things we want to talk about here in this interview is the Florida Vegan Wellness Retreat. And I'm going to put the link down below. I think it's flveganwellnessretreat.com, I believe is the website, but it's right down below. And I don't know for sure, but I think there's more space, but they may be sold out by the time you're watching this. So you want to go fast, right? And
And
I'm going to
it's
on with Denise, and also Lisa is going to be there. So I want to get in and talk about Lisa, like what you do with Center for Healing by Design, what you're going to be doing at the event, and anything else you want to tell people.
Yeah, thank you, Maya. I'm very excited about the upcoming retreat that we'll be both speaking in and also serving people with what our knowledge. And I think education is really the utmost important in sharing the vegan message. So Center for Healing by Design, we are a 501c nonprofit, just like your nonprofit, the plant-based diet. Our mission for us is to empower vegans, vegetarians, and compassionate people who really have the heart, the compassion for nature, for the animals, and for our health. I we my goal in life is to help people get in touch with their inner doctor so they can create the healthy and fulfilling lives in harmony with Mother Earth and all living beings. And how do I do that? I offer educations, events, just like you, Mike. And thank you for all these platforms. I get to speak and teach, and also serve, do retreats, in getting people to see how powerful our body is. That everything we need to live a healthy life is already all built in our body, and we need to know how to work with our body, work with our inner doctor, and also provide learn how to what's the healthy foods. And that's where you really educate on people what actual healthy foods are. And yes, vegan food, there are unhealthy vegan food and the healthy vegan food. So we need to do a lot of education on, and I that's what I bring to the table, is to share with people how they can work with their body through simple acupressures in the ear, the head, the hands, and the feet, what I call control panels of the body.
Yeah.
Uh,
But,
uh,
but
yes,
to- to-
so mhm.
let me add, because I'm familiar with what you do, that what Lisa does, just so everyone watching understands, doesn't require any expensive testing equipment or imaging devices or anything like that, right? What Lisa is trying to say, and what she does, is really just that the body always wants to remain healthy and in a state of balance. And Lisa can see if things are out of balance, see if something's of a concern. One of the things she mentioned was healthy vegan food, and I mentioned that earlier too. That's a standard that we developed. You can go to healthyveganfood.info to find out about that. But really, if something goes wrong, and it does for most people, because most people aren't perfect. I don't know of any perfect people out there. Okay. So would you want to go to someone that could tell you the root cause of what's going on without any kind of invasive testing procedure that's questionable, if there's radiation or who knows what else? And if that appeals to you, what Lisa's about to tell you should be very appealing, I think.
Thank you. And Mike, it was I was glad that I get to let you and Denise experience, have a firsthand experience of what I do, specifically with the ear reading, and how your ear can tell you where you're healthy, and verifying your optimum health, and where there are things you can improve. Your ear will tell you, without any, like you say, any fancy machines or radiation or fancy equipments. Your body does it all, and just knowing and get in touch with that, and also embrace any kind of pain that the body uh, uh, tell you via the pain. So a lot of people think pain is bad, and what I teach through my work is actually pain is a blessing, because pain is the language of our body to tell us where it needs help, and how we can help it. So
yeah, I just want to fully agree with that. I kind of use the analogy of pain is like the check engine light on the car going on. It's like, okay, you've got a problem here. Okay, now who has training, who can tell you exactly what's wrong, and that's you, right? That's Lisa. Anybody put in your ear and tell you what's wrong, and you don't want that. You don't want that to happen. You want someone who really knows what they're doing and has been doing this for some time, has tons of experience and training, and that's Lisa.
And yes, it's my vision, my goal to share this valuable information and knowledge, especially for our future generation, a younger generation. Children, I think, growing up should know this valuable skills to do self-care, self-healing, and know that their body is their best doctor to rely on. And so that's the kind of education that we offer to people.
One other thing I want to mention about the check engine light analogy, if anybody's familiar with a car with a check engine light, which I'm sure everybody is, it's the most annoying thing when the light it's wrong. Like, even if you think you know what's wrong, it tells you what's being affected by what's wrong. And that's the same thing that Lisa does. When you say, oh, like, I got this pain, or Lisa, I got this pain, I know what's wrong. No, you know what's being affected by what's wrong. You need somebody to properly diagnose the most important and difficult part of this entire process, and something that you don't ever get, right? I mean, you probably see people that a lot of times with Western medicine managing symptoms, they're not ever finding out they know what's affected by what's wrong, but they're not actually finding out what's truly wrong.
Yeah, one example really common that I see in my clients is that they have shoulder pain, for example, and but they don't know. In Western medicine, it's not in their knowledge. At least the doctor didn't go to medical school to learn that the body has this intelligence. The large intestine channel, the energy channels, go to the shoulder. And when our intestine is congested with toxic food and toxic chemicals, then the large intestine, which go through the shoulder, would have pain, would be blocked. The energy blockage will cause the pain. And the shoulder pain, frozen shoulder, is a really common condition. For example, a lot of people, they're being told to go to physical therapy, and you could do all the physical therapy you want, and you never get to. You could probably relieve the pain for a couple of days, but it will always come back as long as they don't clean out their intestine, eat clean food. Their intestine will always be blocked and congested. Then the pain will always come back. So
Right.
and in the control panels, I teach people to be aware of that the body do not keep a secret. They tell you in these control panels, in the ear, in the head, the hands, you have pain there, and then and when they understand that connection, then there's other way more natural ways, from eating, from thinking positive thoughts. And another thing is the emotions. When people have a lot of things that they hold on to emotionally about a person, about a situation, they are uptight, upset, and no wonder they're constipated. And no matter what food they eat, if they don't relieve forgive and release the negative emotions, they will still be having those pains. And so that it's more than just the food, but we start with the food, then education.
Sure.
And the more people understand how our body works, how our inner doctor works, then the better equipped they can, and they know how to approach with their health care, with their health. So yeah, combining with the food, healthy food, understanding, and the analogy of the car, the control, the signal. Yes, we don't just go cut the cord behind the signal to turn off the signal.
LED out of there or something in the bulb, so that doesn't fix it. Right? That's kind of managing symptoms. LED bulb out of there. But I want to also make, with what you just said, I fully agree with that. It's not just the food. Everything you have to structure your whole life so that you're in balance. And I also agree that the body will never stop complaining. The body is intelligent, like you said. And if the body always wants health, it always wants to heal and remain in balance. So it doesn't matter how long you go, it's not going to stop complaining until you correct that underlying issue. And that's why Lisa is here to tell you all of this, to be able to
Yes, the body always speaks the truth, right? And we can count on that, and it won't lie to us. That is one thing we can really rely on, that to get the truth, the information from the body. If we know how, if we get this education that we never get in kindergarten, elementary school.
Or
uh,
they don't even give it in medical school.
That's right. We're rebuilding a whole new education system that truly serve humanity. So we're definitely on the right path in
Yeah.
what what true health means, and giving people the education that they never get, and they finally get to have. So this is really exciting. What we're doing is giving people the tools, not only the tools, but also the great foods, the what I call the fuel, the optimum fuel for the body, right? This amazing vehicle that we get to drive through life with. And that's what the Florida Vegan Wellness Retreat is all about.
Right. Because let me mention too, we talked about
Mhm.
food, all the other habits, all of that's going to be at that event. Plus the food. I was so excited in talking to Sarah that they agreed to make everything meet our healthy vegan food standard, and it's fully raw, so no cooked food there at all.
That is so amazing. Yeah. And during one of my workshop I'm going to be doing at the retreat is called this ear massage and ear seeding workshops. First time I'm going to do this workshop. Never done it before. Um, since I am specialized in the ear, I will not only do a lecture on how we read the ear, the control panel, but also how simple massages we can do to get blood flow going and for the whole body. It's a shortcut to give ourselves a whole body massage by just massaging the ears. And on top, we also get to to put on these ear seats, plant seats with a tape, medical tape, that then we get to put on certain parts of the ear to help us. For example, I put on a sample of a ear button. I call it these ear seats. It's organic plant seeds, but just taping on that, it's an acupressure point to uh to to actually detect how nervous we are, how anxious we are, and if we are stressed and nervous, this point which connect to our middle part of the brain, that's our emotional and intelligent brain part, then you will feel the pain. And then when you press it and do the yoga breathing, then in a minute or so you relax your whole body because of that miracle connection between the ear and the brain.
Nice. I didn't know that. See, I also want to stress that there's always something new to learn, right? I mean, especially with Lisa, approaching by looking at your ear, the control panel, like she mentioned, and being able to interpret all this. It's so interesting to me that, because I agree that all this is connected, everything works together, or well, it always works together for good. Like you said, pain is good because it's alerting you that there's a problem, and the body's asking you to please fix it. And if you have not considered, you're out watching this video and you've never considered this before, it would be good to come to the Florida Vegan Wellness Retreat, which is at the end of next month. It's about a month from today. Hopefully it'll be an annual event. We don't know yet, what we hope. And like I said, the link's down below. I'm not sure if there's anything available still, but give it a try. Either way, I'm going to put your contact information, Lisa, down below so that people can get in touch with you if they want to learn more. And do people need to be in Florida if they want to have an ear reading? How does it work with that?
Good question, Mike. Actually, besides working with people in person in Florida, which I'm in the West Palm Beach area and South Florida, people also can do the ear reading online with me via Zoom. It's just take a little more time because I will teach them how to read the ear using a probe. It's very simple tool like this here, a simple tool you could get from Amazon, and then I teach you how to draw lines in the ear, and I guide you through every step to get information from the ear reading via Zoom. I did that with clients from Australia, from Hong Kong, from Europe. That's possible as well.
Okay, because I just to let all the viewers know too, like Lisa said, I received an ear reading from Lisa. It was probably about a year and a half ago, I think. And yeah, I know I was sitting down. She was looking at my ear. She had that tool, the probe, and she was doing all the work. So that's why I was wondering if that can be done remotely. And obviously, a little bit different process. But yeah, that's exciting.
Yes, I'm grateful to be able to offer this service to people not only locally but also all over the world if they truly believe in the value of this information, for getting it directly from the body and without any fancy equipments other than the simple probe.
Well, I fully agree that the body is always sending off signals, good or bad, right? And like you said, the bad ones are just as valuable as the good ones. You don't want to suppress them without knowing why they're there. You want to find out why they're there. And about was that, Lisa, you and I were both on our first health optimization cruise this past January. So we had a lot of people that were introduced to what you do that had no idea. And the same thing will happen at this other retreat. But we do our event every year in January. You can go to healthoptimizationcruise.org to find out more information. But like Lisa also says, health is about, yes, it's about the food. That's probably 60%, I would say, of health. But the other 40, you're never going to feel right unless you do that right too. So a lot of people learn about what Lisa does. There are other, things that people could learn on our event too. So if this interests you in like a full immersion for a whole week, we also serve healthy vegan food, 100% in our private dining area. And we just got word in the last few weeks that people can order 100% raw healthy vegan food, which is the same thing that will be at the Florida Vegan Wellness Retreat. So I'm just glad that there are more events that are happening like this, like where someone like you is at these multiple events, and then we have the high level food. I mean, like you said, it's a new, what did you say? A new something of learning. I can't remember what word you used earlier, but
it's definitely a new kind of learning, which is all about learning about the truth, what our body wants, what our body is communicating to us. So directly getting from literally not the horse's mouth, but our our body ears.
Yeah, fresh vegan. Actually, I told my wife I'm not even going to use the term BS or anything related to it anymore. I feel like that's not right. That was only and
I thought I saw a butterfly flying around as you mentioned.
I can hear the background, so there may be
That
one
is,
running behind. There's been bear here, all
right.
kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so it is true that nature is all around us, and good information is all around us. If only we seek it, we want to look for it. And Mike and Denise, you guys really are the forefront of waking up people to to the goodness, to everything that's surrounding us. And the vegan cruise, it was such an amazing experience this January that you guys launched this new concept, new way of traveling, new healthy way, true healthy way, because because even the concept of SOS free vegan food, it's unheard of so far. And all the events I've been participating and speaking at, I truly acknowledge you, Mike, for being the pioneer to spearhead, to launch something so revolutionary and radical in leading people, opening people's eye to such true healthy way of living and eating. And it's amazing food, the you
Yeah,
know,
yes,
without right, as the without added salt, oil,
yeah.
and sugar, can be so good and so good for you. I after that after that week of being on that beautiful brand new ship and eating that food, I you turned me into the SOS free
Yeah.
vegan diet as well. So thank you.
Yeah. We call it a vacation you don't have to recover from. And I'm going to put,
Exactly.
I'll put the link. It's health.optimizationcruise.org. The link is down below. But I had a conversation with another friend recently who also, he said, I still can't go out anywhere and get food without harming my health. And that's true. It's unfortunately true. That's the paradigm that we're in. We're still in this. I can't believe it, because there's people like you, Lisa, who fully understand the way the body works, and you're like, okay, let's just address these issues. Let's take care of it. But then the minute they go out to eat, they're hurting themselves again. This is the problem. Like, this is why we're developing these events, and I really thank you for the compliments. And yeah, we want to be pioneers because we're not okay with the way things are. I'm not okay with a society where anywhere I go out, I'm going to harm my health. It shouldn't be that way. Like, when Denise and I give talks, I ask people to raise your hand if you like being sick, and nobody can. But everything is hurting us. It's pulling us away from optimal health. We want to be going towards optimal health if we don't ever want to be sick. And I do believe that you don't ever have to be sick. I know there are some freak cases, I know, like traumatic accidents and things, which are terrible, and I wish they would never happen. But that's not why most people are sick, right? Most people, I think, all medical costs are due to non-communicable diseases, basically. And I can explain that to you more. Or actually, I have a free book too. It's called Live to 150 at liveto150.org. It's very long. You can listen to it like a podcast or an audiobook. Or you can just go to Lisa, because she'll condense that specifically for you, in a very short period of time. So I guess to kind of put together, that's what we envision, a world where you can go out, you can live your life, you can be free to do what you want, and at the same time, not harm yourself. That's what we think all people should be able to do.
Yes, and thank you for people like you, Mike, to creating these resources for people to get the information that they need to help themselves. And yes, in short time, at their own pace, watching your 150 video series, which I am still watching, but I find it fascinating. And
Well, like,
yes,
it's not just the food, right? There are so many habits, there's so many facets of life, there's so many ways you can live. I mean,
yes,
just out here, like, I'm out here, you're saying how amazing it is, right? But the reality is, most people don't live in nature, right? That itself is a potential problem. Not spending enough time in nature. So, like,
yes,
it's good just to be here, just because I feel like, well, like you said, you see all the green around me, everything, emitting oxygen. In the winter, it's not like this, but now it is, right during the growing season. All this place, Mountain Ridge Farm, where we're going to grow better than organic, chemical-free, regenerative grapes and cherries, because I love grapes. They're my favorite northern, and then cherries, my wife's favorite northern fruit. So that's what we're going to do, and I feel like this is all us taking additional steps towards better health, towards optimal health.
Yeah, and thank you for being the change you want to see in the world. You and Denise living the way you're teaching people to do, and just living by example. Uh, really, and all of us can do that. Just with a little, with the education, with the knowledge, and we can totally transform our health and our lives, and yeah, just be with nature and get inspired by nature, and use nature as a teacher. We can get these information from the outside and from the inside. When we meditate, you'll get inspiration and ideas. Your body can tell you. So it's yeah, it's there when people want to seek it, that a different way of life and healthy way of life. So
It is.
yeah.
It's like if we're both in the United States, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
life's big, things are expensive. I mean, it's tough to have to go out of your way in order to not harm yourself. And that's the paradigm that we want to change. We want to make it a no-brainer for people, like another choice that they can just easily make, right? That's not gonna, because right now, like you said, I mean, I appreciate what you said about that. Denise and I have been trying to set the right example, but it takes a lot of effort, and and extra money too. It shouldn't, So we have to. I know that's what we start off with. We start off it taking more effort and more money, but eventually, if enough people kind of get involved, and there's a consumer demand, then all the businesses and things will provide, right? I mean, that's how it works. Vote with your dollar. So we hope this is the beginning of a big change in that, using that method.
Absolutely. We vote with our dollars, and we we do our part by choosing consciously what food to put into our body, what clothes, what environment we choose to be in, and grow your own food. Um
And I'm
uh,
new. I'm new. Like I added on my Facebook and LinkedIn that I'm a farmer now. That was in middle school and elementary school. My grandparents taught me gardening of vegetables. I've never grown fruit trees before or anything, but it's kind of
uh-huh.
weird because I don't have any experience doing that. But
Mm-hmm.
plants are similar to humans, not exactly the same, right? But it's life. It's a life form. Life always wants to
Yes.
always. So I learn a lot more about life by growing these plants. Even if I have no idea, I'm going to learn so fast, because kind of what kind of input I provide to the plant and then kind of response positive it gives me. And this is me another life, which I think is important.
Of course, yeah. For people who has the resources and the time to go out in nature to learn how to grow their own food, like you, it's great. There are but for people who doesn't have an interest to grow their own food, for example, there are other ways that they can be healthy, and that's why I created concierge medicine, this concept of me working one-on-one with people who wanted that hand holding
Nice.
to address their health challenge that they want to transform their life with. That's what I've been doing, is creating these one-on-one retreats that for people who really want to
Mm.
transform their life, make the change, and they want to seek
Yeah.
the help, someone to hold their hands, to give them the education one-on-one, to so that, like you say, save them time, and so they can see the results fast, and also see what's possible, that they can they can create. Another big difference, the way I approach practice, different from other practitioners, is that I really want to empower people to see that health challenges is nothing wrong. It's not about you being broken. It's a mindset. How
Yes.
you see that, yeah, okay, you have the disease. That's just all a language, and Western medicine come up with, yes, all the different conditions have a specific name to it, but doesn't matter what the name is. We are whole and complete already, and everything we need to create the new health, your reality is already in our body. So it's not about fixing your problem, fixing diseases. It's not about you being broken. It's about creating new life, new health, that, and your body has everything you need to create the health. As long as you in your mind you have that idea, you want it bad enough, then you can create it. That's the power of our human body. It's a gift from God, our creator, and that is what I'm creating for people to choose, if they want to choose to see health a totally different way.
Nice. So you offer these, I guess I wasn't quite sure that you do these one-on-one retreats. So this sounds like,
Yes.
yeah, like you said, a very fast learning process, basically for someone to learn more about themselves. Really, that's what you're teaching them, right? And
Yes.
themselves.
Yeah, I'm teaching them mind, body, spirit, and teaching them a new way to look at health. What does it mean to them? What they will think outside the box, and totally change their way of seeing themselves, why they have the health challenges to begin with. These are really lessons that we meant to learn. It's their journey. We're all in this journey to
Yeah.
experience and to learn lessons that we're here to learn. So so there's no accident, whatever we are dealing with. It's seeing it in the positive way. Everything is there for a reason. And
Yeah.
so my purpose, my goal for creating these one-on-one health retreat is to help hold people's hand, to guide them to a new way of life, to new way of seeing health and their life. And everything is possible. So that is so that we, between you and me and everybody who are, walk their health seeking journey, we come to have something to offer to people in every possible way, to transform our life the way we want and live the life we love.
Okay. So with your services, and your information is down below, contact information, check in the description. That I'd say really all that's required is an open mind. And it's something a lot of people don't have, right? Because if you're closed-minded, you're not going to consider anything of what we just talked about, unfortunately. But it's to your benefit. So it's all good. It's all positive. All you need is that open mind, it sounds like.
Absolutely. It's they say, right, when the student's ready, the teacher will appear.
Yeah.
So we're just all on our journey, and we're glad to be the shining the light that we are. And you and Denise, you being the happy, you raise the vibration by being your happy self, and being in nature, and sharing all the possible ways we can be our high vibration, our happy selves, and
Well, that's good.
Mhm.
description, the happy self, because I couldn't be that way unless I was constantly listening to my body. And when it complains, which it does, like you said, a good thing, that I make adjustments and changes, then I feel better. I feel better every step of the way. You feel, but like you said, that's a good way to put it. I like that. You can reach a higher vibration state, and a lower vibration state is not something anybody wants. I don't think either. That's the thing. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, everybody wants to be happy. I guess everybody.
Absolutely.
I'm not happy 100% of the time because, like I said, occasionally I do things wrong, and I need to listen to learn from these experiences. And like I said, it's a journey. It's a constant experience. And that's kind of what we provide through our event, and what you provide through the services that you provide as well. And I really just hope this becomes normalized, because what I would love to see, I say in my mind, is a complete eradication of non-communicable disease, right? Because according to the World Health Organization, 7 out of 10 deaths are the cause of a non-communicable disease. Caused 7 out of every 10 deaths. It does. It continues to do. And non-communicable, of course, is nothing you can catch from anybody. It's all about your choices and lifestyle. So we should be able to eradicate all of that. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be sick. Nobody wants to have to deal with that. And so I'm also that you're here to provide that one-on-one instruction, and that personalized, you're really providing a service that almost no one else is providing, but we are glad that you are, because just like no one else did a health optimization cruise till we did it, right? I mean,
absolutely.
I know of in Florida till I see you doing it. So these are steps in the right direction, and that makes me happy too, just to know that this is the direction we're moving in.
Yeah, you're well, everything you said is so right, and I'm glad that we are in a community of like-minded people, and we that's where we know that we are not alone in our venture, in our journey to seek out all these different ways to live happy. There's always something better out there if we want to seek it. We are on the journey together. So I'm so happy, so grateful to to have friends like you, and you really just all these communities that you create, Mike, online, on Telegram and WhatsApp, and the social media. You really on the forefront, and shining the light and telling people there's a better way to live. There's a healthier way to live, and we have to continue spreading the good news. My Chinese name means good news, so I support you, and always keep sharing the good news to people who could be, really feel stuck and feel like they run out of options. In Western medicine, didn't have any solutions for them for their challenges, and if they just think outside the box, they seek out people like us. They see the light. Then yeah, we really on this purpose, this journey to live the way we love, and sharing with people. Yeah, it's possible. Whatever we think, like Napoleon say, whatever we conceive and believe, we can achieve. So when we conceive that we want to live this healthy, happy, fulfilling life, we dream it, like you dream of the vegan cruise, and you make it possible.
To fall into place. Like I didn't go out seeking that I was going to, or our organization, aPlantBasedDiet.org, was going to create that event. Somebody approached me, right? This is how it originally happened. Someone that was at one of our events, our healthy vegan food events, and she just happened to be a travel agent. She's like, let's do a cruise. And I'm like, well, first of all, I'm a land person. I'm much more comfortable. But I said, all right, we'll consider if you meet all of our requirements. And they were long. You know, we got rejected by there's only one cruise line celebrity that agreed to do our event. Everyone else told us no over a period of months. And I told her at one point, I was like, don't bother. I know I'm asking so much. I don't want to make you hate your job, you know, or something like that, you know, because she was getting nowhere. But
Mhm.
that one, but the last second, a celebrity said that we'll do it for you. And, you know, like you said, I feel like first day aside, because there were some issues first day, like brand new event first day is going to be some issues, but there were 6 more days there. And I thought the food and everything else just exceeded my expectations. You know, I mean, I just, a lot of times when we work with a lot of restaurants and chefs and things. A lot of times when I tell them, look, here's healthy vegan food. That means no alcohol, no animal products, has to have plant fiber, can't have any oil, added salt or refined sugar. And they're like, wait a minute, is anyone going to eat that? You actually like that stuff? As like usually the reaction I get. And then that's the first reaction. Second reaction is they'll politely tell me they're not interested, or they just won't get back to me anymore because they feel like they don't want to ruin their own reputation. So we need chefs and people who are also forward thinking. And
Mhm.
like I said, I'm impressed. They exceeded my expectations with the food. And now we're going to double down on everything we did this year for 2025 with more requests and more things they can do, and
Yeah.
just keep, you know, I mean, because this is the future. Like I mentioned, no more non-communicable disease, no more things. I mean, we hope a freak accident doesn't happen, but that should be the only reason why somebody's sick. The only reason, in my mind, right? We are
Yeah.
far from, but that should be the only reason.
I love your forward thinking, Mike, and I'm with you there. And my vision, similar to yours, is in alignment with yours totally. It is that everybody is empowered to understand and to work with, to recognize and work and trust their inner doctor, know that their body knows the wisdom. More than they think they know, and they have the tools to uh to create the health that they want. Then that's the free health that's free of communicative diseases. Not only that, they can be vitalized, full of energy, and optimize the health. As free of disease is just one part, but feeling optimal, happy, healthy, and full of energy, that's raising the bar of what optimum health looks like.
Yeah,
And so that is the my goal is get people to see their standard, their expectation for what's possible for their health is not just disease free. It's raising the bar to what's possible, what's the body's potential to be. How can I be even more happier? How can I be even more full of energy? How can I do even whatever I dream of, I can do. I have the energy, I have the passion
yeah,
to
but that's it. That's the true
uh-huh.
thing we're trying to is we want you to be able to do whatever you want. But
Exact.
if you're sick, you can't. That's the thing, right? That's the whole back.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you don't have your engine is not running, you know, your engine is not running smoothly and powerfully, how can you get there? You can't go anywhere. So but have
Yeah,
but having the tools to be the driver, I say the best driver to your life vehicle, and you know how to maintain and your life vehicle in top condition, you can go anywhere, whatever that destination you choose to be. So we're
yeah,
here to
me
empower people to do that.
let me give an example of what you just talked about. I'm
Uh-huh.
4, you know, so I'm about a third of the way through. Hope if everything goes well, that's my hopes. I told you I have no experience farming. I'm out here on the mountain ridge. Okay, what's on a mountain ridge? Rock. Okay, because mountains wear down over time, right? So up at the ridge, you got nothing but rock. We got trees here. You can see trees will grow in the rocks. But I was planting. I didn't take any trees down. It's an area that happened to have no trees in it. That's where we're planting. And yesterday I had to this whole system for grapes because we got bear, we got deer. If I don't get these grapes going up in the air, then they're going to eat them all. So in order to do that, I had to. If you guys know what T-bars, I didn't even know what they were until last week. T-bars. They're these metal rods that are 7 feet tall. I had to get up on, and I had to take get up on a ladder and get a sledgehammer and pound 20 of those into the ground. That's what I did yesterday morning when I woke up.
Okay. Wow, that's a good workout.
That's not at all. Then once I got them all on the ground, I'm looking at them right now. You can't see them, but you'll see. I'm gonna make some videos of this later. But then I had to dig the holes for the plants. We have 10 grape plants that will arrive tomorrow, and of course I can't just dig a hole on a mountain ridge. You get out a pickaxe. Okay, that's what I did. A pickaxe or a mat. Winging that, that's how I'm digging the holes. I'm just flying. Sparks are flying because I'm hitting solid rock, and I 10 holes after I pounded those 20 T-bars into my sledgehammer. I dug 10 holes with the pickaxe, and I was exhausted. Let me tell you, I was exhausted, but nothing. General soreness. This was yesterday, but keep in mind, okay. I came back, and I'm like, I'm just gonna relax, not do anything. When I came back, I started seeing a little trail to our compost pile. I'm like, there's a few rocks in there. Let me take those out. I'm trying to move them. I'm like, okay, now I need the pickaxe. And I'm hammering away at rocks again. I'm 54. I'm not in any, not like I have to go to the hospital or anything. It happened yesterday. I've done this in my life, But if I was sick, if I had, chronic illness or some kind of back problem is a back pain. I go into that in the book. I'm sure you have a lot of solutions and techniques for that too. You have to live your life in the right way so that you don't develop back pain. Because if somebody who's 54 gets a spaddox in their hand and starts hitting rocks, they're going to end up in the hospital probably, okay? Because they're already at such a low health. But I can't even believe it. But
yeah. See, that's the kind of life that we want people to live, right? That wherever they want to do, whatever it takes, and you can do it, and you can trust your body can do it without twisting, getting, injuring the body, because you can trust that you've given your body the right fuel, the optimum fuel, and the rest that your body needs, and the body can heal itself. The body will take care of itself, and it will take care of you because you get to do what you're happy about. So, and here I can totally see that you're happy to taking the whole.
After I'm standing up, I'm jumping,
You're bouncing off walls.
Yeah, like
Literally.
the sledgehammer and digging out rocks with the pickaxe is nothing,
Right, and you want to be able to do that to as long as possible, and going into whatever age. I think it's whatever you have, you decide how long you're gonna do this, and you can do it. That's the miracle.
And that's true freedom. That's true freedom.
And it's true freedom.
Yeah, because otherwise your choices have been taken away. It's bad because it's kind of your own fault in a way, but not really, because you didn't learn this, but learn it now. This is your opportunity. Learn it now.
Yeah, and it's never too late. That's the message to people that, people think, I'm too late, too old to learn that. I'm already getting old. I can't do that. But the miracle, the good news is the body is so resilient. We can turn things around if we choose to. If we make up our mind, we choose to do it. We make the effort. Of course, you have to put in the effort in order to make things happen. And here we are, here to support people to make that journey of transformation. And anything is possible. It's never too late. And look at the the people like Dr. Will Tuttle, you know, in
Yep.
his 70s, and Dr. Granham, which is speaking at for you know the retreat that we're talking about, the Florida Vegan Retreat, right?
80-10-10. He's a legend, and Dr. Tuttle has his new.
Yes.
It's Health Freedom, right? That's Dr. Tuttle's new book too.
Food for Freedom.
Freedom. Okay,
Yes.
there we go. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. The
Well,
80-10-10 is Dr. Granham. I look forward to meeting him in person, actually, this first time at this retreat. I'm excited.
yes.
And
Yeah. Me too.
so,
So, kind of finish up with that. So
mhm,
the good news or great news, like you said, is that there's opportunities now, right? You can
mhm.
go to this Florida Vegan Wellness Retreat. You can go to the Health Optimization Cruise. You can contact Lisa, who will kind of go through everything that's you personally need to know about your own body, right? A couple of years ago, none of this was possible. But like maybe 4 years ago, right? None of this even existed.
So we actually kind of thank the pandemic for speeding up our creation here, for a new
Yeah,
way of living, new way of life, and all these creation. Sometimes you think about necessity is the mother of success. Here
yeah,
because of our situation, the pandemic happened, the breakdown, and then that leads us to create something totally different that's so empowering. So a brand new world that we're embracing, and we're blazing the trail together with our us optimizing positive thinking people. And so it's totally the greatest news that they call it what, the greater reset. That we're part of. And it is, yeah, it's all about freedom. What freedom means to people. For us, freedom is about you being able to do everything that you want, and your body is able to support you in doing that, and that is absolute freedom.
yes, it is. All right. So I hope that you, the viewer out there, will be open-minded enough to start or continue your journey along this path. And like I said, we gave you at least three resources, right? The Florida Vegan Wellness Retreat, the Health Optimization Cruise, both of which are below, and Lisa Wong, her information is below too. So that's it. Let us
Yes.
give us some comments. Let us know any kind of questions you have, or reach out to Lisa directly. She'll probably be the best to answer questions directly. But feel free to give us your opinion, where you are in your journey, if you've watched this, because we hope that even though we are kind of a little sector, right, of society right now, that this will become regular society in the near future. We really hope.
Yeah,
Right?
and that brings to mind, isn't there, the quotes that says, I think it was Margaret Mead that say, it only takes a few citizens to change the world,
That's
and
right.
that's the
Right.
only thing that ever has.
It is.
So
It is. That's how how every new paradigm or new development has happened. Really, it's because this is a grassroots effort, right? This, unfortunately, we're not hearing it from the top down. So it has to be a vote with your dollar grassroots effort. And I appreciate you just for watching this video, because that's part of the grass. And give us a like, right? Also,
yeah,
algorithm
I
goes like this.
I know. I appreciate your whoever's watching, your viewers, and I really hope that yeah, we spread the good news, we spread the positiveness of all this, our energy putting out there. Thank you, Mike, for all your energy, for putting up all these amazing resources for people out there to search for a new way of optimizing their health. And we'll always, yeah, be here to support. And I'm grateful for being on this journey, and looking forward to the Florida Vegan Retreat,
Yep.
and seeing you there.
I'll see you in person. I'll be
In
out of the woods.
person.
I don't know why people say out of the woods is like the woods is being a bad. I want to get in the woods. I want to stay in the woods here.
Wherever you are, have a beautiful day, and just stay happy, stay positive, always being your uppity self, Mike.
All right. Excellent advice for anyone and everyone. So thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Have a good one. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.